Hey guys, Duane Inglin, FHN, and we're back here in the bait lab. End of the day, okay? The smoking is done. The coho looks fantastic. If you could smell this room, it is amazing. Can't wait to tear into this stuff, but I'm not one who likes to eat freshly smoked fish right off of the smoker. I give it a couple days in the refrigerator, and I guarantee the difference in flavor is tenfold. It's amazing what a couple days in chilled temperatures in the fridge does to really bring out the essence of the smokiness and the flavorings of fish once you've completed the smoking. So I'm not saying don't try it a little bit off of the smoker. It's going to have a very good flavor to it, but a couple days later after it's been in the fridge, I'm going to show you a little bit about that and how I do that process here in a minute. But basically, some of this was about an 8-hour smoke at 120 degrees. The majority of this thinner cut pieces that I had put on one or two of the racks, those came off at about 6.5 hours or so. So we have a little difference in length of time on the smoke, but the end result for most of it is the same. And what we're really looking for is texture. And folks often ask, how do you know when it's done getting smoked? Well, you want it to where when you press on it, it's not real squishy like raw fish. If squishy is a word, but it's got a little bit of texture to it, a little bit of toughness. But if I'm to break this open, it has some softness to it as well. So that outer layer, this upper outer layer, will have a little bit of toughness to it, but not like chewy. You don't want it rubbery. Okay, so this is one of those checks and balances things that over the course of time, the more you smoke fish, the more you begin to understand what a good tasting and texture of smoked fish should feel like. And as you open up your smoker and check your fish after about that 6-hour point, you start looking at these thinner pieces. I just take my finger and push on it a little bit, try and get that surface texture to my liking. And then I also look at color. We can look at some of this. I left it on there a little longer, and there's definitely some darkness, more so to this cut and a handful of others versus this one here. Not that this is bad. This will be just a little tougher in texture on top. Some people like it like that. It's more of a jerky style, but the middle of it is still very soft and will taste just fine. So basically that's it. You just got to kind of keep an eye on it throughout the day. You don't have to spend your entire day just watching your smoker. There's not a whole lot going on there, but check it after that 6-hour mark if you keep that temperature down. Now, if you're one that likes to smoke at 180 degrees, you're going to want to check on this fish after about 2 or 3 hours, because I guarantee the surface, exposed surface fish or flesh of this fish is going to begin to toughen up a little bit. So, pick your temperature, figure out how much time it takes. I know for certain after years of smoking at that 120 mark, it just gives it a long, nice duration of smoke. It makes it a nice even smoke throughout the thickness of the fish. It gets it done pretty consistently all the way through. I don't have tough exterior, soft middle, and that's what I'm trying not to achieve. I want to get a texture that is basically consistent all the way through. And these bellies turned out absolutely fantastic. The texture of these, now there's a lot of fat in the middle here. You're most going to peel this skin off and eat these outer edges of this. But I'm telling you, if you have opportunity to smoke up some bellies out of Chinook or coho or steelhead or tuna, where there's a ton of fat in tuna bellies, are almost difficult to smoke. But bellies out of fish are amazing. So as far as the final process for me, I will take basically a lot of my fish for the first couple days, and I'm just going to stack it in, and again I keep similar sized pieces all together so that I get a consistent presentation when I pull this out of the fridge. If I want to go with the thicker ones, or I take these thinner pieces and serve those to folks, I kind of know what I'm getting into. So I'll take a handful of this size of fish here, a few more of these that I can put into this bag, and this is the world's cheapest vacuum sealer. Okay, we're just going to put that down and get the air out of it. Now I like to get the air out of that, suck that down tight there, and set that in the fridge just like that. What it does is it kind of compresses that fish a little bit and really gets those oils to just kind of, I don't know, kind of get locked into each piece of fish. And I'll set that in the refrigerator for about a day or two. I give it a good 2 days, and when you pull it out and finally taste it, it is amazing. The texture has set up. It's kind of just, I don't know, gets pliable. It has this consistency to it after a couple days in the fridge. It's hard to explain, but once you do that, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. That pretty much does it for us here at FHN as far as smoking fish. This is one version. We have several others to show you in future videos. Thanks for joining us. Give some of these tips a try and let us know how you do.